What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Real Kari. If you are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe. Hit the like, drop a comment down below. But we about to just get right into this because I know that y'all have heard about these tweets reappearing back up, Saucy Santana. And I just wanted to kind of, give my opinion on it too. It's kind of like a topic that is kind of serious to me, and I'll explain later. But for those of you who don't know, Saucy Santana is an upcoming American rapper, and basically the controversy surrounding him is because of some old tweets that he tweeted about Blue Ivy and Beyonce. And I'm going to just go over some of the tweets and then we'll get into the conversation. But I'll flash the tweets across the screen so y'all can see them for yourself too. Now, in 2014, he had retweeted someone who said, "I just want to be Blue Ivy." And what he retweeted is nappy headed or with the looking eye emojis. And then there was another tweet that resurfaced where somebody had tweeted, "I'm sorry, but Northwest clears Blue Ivy. Have several car seats blue." And he retweeted, "Just said this yesterday." I don't understand how somebody could just, a grown man talking about a little baby like this. And then there was another tweet that said, he tweeted, "I never had insecurities. I wouldn't give a F if Beyonce was standing next to me. I still think I'm prettier than her." This was in 2015. And then there was another tweet that, this Twitter group named Big Humor tweeted Beyonce with that pregnancy glow. So this was around the time when she was pregnant, and they were just, honoring and just showing her love, like, wow, she has a real pregnancy glow. Well, he retweeted and said she looked dry to me. So I don't know. It sounds like he's kind of has like an issue or something with Beyonce just from these tweets. So my thing is that like, I find the problem that for me lies in, first of all, at the time of this tweet, Blue Ivy was probably like 2 or 3 years old, and you're coming at her hair, the texture of her hair, nappy headed. I mean, it's bad enough that we as people of color get so much backlash for, just wearing our natural hair. We need to get away from that whole nappy headed idea. Like, what is nappy? Like, why do you hate yourself that much to where you talk down on your own type of texture of hair? It's just beyond me. Like, first of all, there's no such thing as nappy hair. You either have extremely curly hair or you just have extremely loose, thin hair. Why are we talking down on a type of hair? And then the fact that she was like 2 or 3 and you're in your 20s, like, where do you get off on, talking about babies? I feel like children, first of all, should be off limits, and they're not old enough to defend themselves, and like the whole comparison of Northwest to Blue Ivy, like that's a whole nother issue too. Blue Ivy is full black and Northwest, she's biracial. So now you have this whole idea that, this standard of beauty that you're trying to put on the people that, biracial is obviously better than being black. You know what I'm saying? Like, or because Northwest is mixed, she has good hair. Like, that is just sick. And like, I think that, obviously it came up now because of who he is now. He obviously wasn't really a nobody back then, so that's why it wasn't really controversial. But you have to think, like, your past is always going to come back to haunt you, because as you make a name for yourself, people are going to dig into your past. They're going to look into your history and see what you are about. And because you don't just change overnight. Like, who you were then is probably who you are now. And you probably still have those same type of beliefs. And especially because you were a full functioning adult. It's just sick to be comparing, children, and then to be talking about children in this type of way. Like, what is this doing for society? Nothing at all. You're actually just causing more division, more controversy, and more self-hate amongst us or people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the issue I have, and then, like, of course, Beehive, they don't play about Beyonce. So they were attacking him, you know what I'm saying? And then, so he has a few tweets that he just published recently, and I'm going to show those across the screen too. But one of the tweets, he was like, fake woke ABs, people don't really care about old tweets. The internet thinks that they can cancel people, but y'all ain't gonna cancel me. It's like no one's trying to cancel you. They just brought up the fact that this is how you were talking about an infant when you were in your 20s. It's not about being canceled. Like, I mean, yeah, it is an old tweet, but it still rings true today. Those issues amongst us as the people of color still are here, and that still would affect her. Like, if Blue Ivy was to see that now and she's in her teens, I think 10, 11, 12, something like that, that would still have an effect on her. So it doesn't matter how old the tweets are. It does not matter. What matters is the content of what you said. That is still hurtful. That is still derogatory. That is still kind of racist, like towards your own people. Yeah. So that was that. He texted that. And then the next tweet after that, he said, now he tried to clear himself up. And again, you didn't apologize. You really can't make an excuse. And I feel like he's trying to make an excuse for what he said. He says, celebs are humans, not robots. I'm not perfect. And then he says, I'll still talk about it, be like a dog. Not publicly, though. And I don't even insert myself in stuff that don't involve me. Well, you did insert something. You did insert yourself then when you involved yourself with Blue Ivy and infants that have nothing to do with you. So this tweet is kind of contradictory to me because in the first beginning part of it, you're saying, oh, I'm not perfect. I'm human, but I'll still talk about somebody like a dog, but just not in public. Like, well, which one is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're basically deliberately saying that you said what you said without saying it and you don't care. But in the same breath, you're trying to say, oh, you're not perfect. You're not perfect. Yeah, you're not perfect. But if you know that you made a mistake, why are you talking like that? Oh, like I'll still talk about it. Like, to me, you're not sorry, and to me, you're just trying to cover your ass. Because this tweet, after he texts that at 9:23, once he tweeted that, he tweets 4 minutes later at 9:27. And this tweet contradicts that tweet. He says, stop all the cap. Trying to ruin people's career because you at home miserable and broke. I was miserable and broke too, making childish, hateful tweets in 2014. I'm on a completely different mindset from when I was 20. You just contradicted yourself because, okay, you might have been miserable and broke. Okay, thank you for admitting what you really are. And you might not be broke now, but you still sound miserable because how are you miserable and broke and now you're on a different level? But just 4 minutes before, you just said you'll still talk about it, be like a dog. Not publicly, but you'll still talk about somebody. So how are you still on a different mindset if you just tweeted 4 minutes ago that you'll still talk about somebody like a dog? Clearly, you didn't really change that much. Clearly, your mindset is still the same. And clearly, you're just trying to clear your name and get these bees from off of you and off that ass. Like, that's what I personally think, because you just contradicted yourself. Like, you can't in one breath, oh, I'm not perfect, I'm human, we all make mistakes, but then now you're still, you don't care, you'll still run down and talk about somebody. Like, I don't know, but the tweets from back then, it sounded like you were a hater and, you just didn't care about anything. You know what I'm saying? And then, again, like, where do you come in as a grown, fully functioning adult talking about an innocent infant, a child? Like, I hate when people bring kids up because, first of all, they're innocent and they have nothing to do with anything. So, yeah, you were in your 20s, but you were still old enough to know right from wrong. Like, I'm just so lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this should be a lesson to a lot of people. Like, like, you have to be mindful of what you say, because, you know, it'll come back to bite you. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're an up-and-coming rapper trying to make a name for yourself. But then these tweets came up of, this is how you talk. This is who you are. This is what people are going to expect of you. So it's going to give people, start giving side eye you. You know what I'm saying? Making them look differently about you, you know? And then, like, him being a part of the LGBT community, you're giving us a bad name too, because now you're perpetuating that stereotype that, oh, we're messy, and oh, we just sit around talking about people. We just sit around hating on people, and that's clearly not true. You know, I just feel like it, you know, just own up to what you said. I would respect you if you owned up to what you said. And that's just how I felt. Like, yeah, I did say it. You know, whether you don't feel that way now or not, whether you want to apologize or not, just own up to it. It's out there. You got caught red-handed. So for you to try to make up all these excuses and then try to make up crap that doesn't even make sense, you contradicted yourself in your own tweets. You know what I'm saying? So this is just a lesson to people to, you know, really think about what they say before they say it, and before they post it, you know? But let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like, do y'all think this, like, he's wrong, you know, for them tweets? Do y'all think, like, he really changed as a person? Do y'all think, oh, it's excusable because he was in his early 20s and now he's, like, what do y'all think? You know, because, like, I feel like we need to be holding people accountable. And if we're going to hold other people accountable, like, you know, Doja Cat or other celebs for making racist remarks or making sexist jokes, like John Legend's wife got canceled for her remarks. I mean, if we're going to do it, we need to make sure it's across the board, and we can't pick and choose people. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel. But let me know what y'all feel in the comments. And if y'all enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up. And make sure you like and share this video. I will see y'all next time.